didn't feel like that we were doing what we needed to do and executing, so we made sure to make a point of that, show it to them on film. They knew it, they know when they miss a tackle, when it's 3rd and 12 and, we should be getting the quarterback on the ground for a 3-yard gain and he gets 16. Just different things, and, we hit a wide receiver while he's in the air and don't wrap him up and he bounces off and gets 4 more after that and gets a first down, or it's 3rd and 7 and we're bringing pressure and you line up at 12 yards deep playing man coverage and back up. Just the little things, the execution, the mentality part. But we try to pride ourselves on being good tacklers, being gang tacklers, not just one of us, all of us, and getting to the ball and running to the ball. And that just wasn't there in the first half, and I feel like it was better in the second half. And that's something we have to improve on if we want to be a good football team.
When you look at Warren County, they're coming off a loss. They're 1-1. Had a close football game last week. Offensively, they do a little bit. They get in a wing. They spread. They'll do some different things offensively.
Yeah, now that we're 2 games in, you kind of start seeing people kind of their true colors a little bit, and they've got an offensive coordinator that coached at Oakland for several years, and he's been under Coach Creasy, and there's a lot of similarities there. They're in the multiple formations and kind of multiple offenses within those formations, and so as a defensive person, you have to be able to adjust to that. And the way we play defense versus a spread football team, and the way we play defense against a wing T team is very different. And when you combine those, the kids have to be able to turn on and turn off, certain things that we check and not check, and certain things to get us in the best situation. And we're trying to be simple, but we also want to be the most sound that we can be. But they've shown a lot, and and it'll be a game plan thing. I'm sure if they looked at that film the other night, they said, well, let's run the football, make them tackle us, and then let's play action, throw it over the top, and see if they can cover us too. So that kind of fits their MO. So hopefully we can line up and do that better this Friday night than we did last Friday night.
I guess getting lined up right against what your kids see on the other team's offense is going to be big.
Huge. You're just being able to differentiate. All right, is this a spread formation? Is it a wing T formation? Is it a pass formation? Is it a run formation? Are they trying to get us outflanked? Do we get the right check? Sometimes we want to be cover 3, maybe have 8, 9 in the box. Cover 4. And rushing only 3 or 4. So it just depends on what it is, but it's very important that we take care of us.
Defensively, what are you going to see out of Warren County?
They have, again, multiple. They're a 50, what we call Okie front, where they've got a rush in and a drop in, and a lot of head up, 2-eye stuff, 2 gapping, and not a lot of slanting and movement. Got 2 big guys up there at nose and tackle, so then they'll come in and move that front over, and it becomes a 40 front. Same coverage, same stuff on the back end, but the front end, whether it's a 3-man or a 4-man, the way we deal with it. But we have to, again, be smart and know what our checks and our calls are to those, because there's 2 different fronts, and one your guards are covered, one your guards are uncovered, so you have to talk and communicate, and that'll be big with how we attack them. Some plays are good against this, some plays are good against that, so hopefully we can get that going and make it good for us.
You want to be, in a perfect world, you want to be balanced offensively. Same kind of approach going in here against Warren County. Try to be equal, run, pass.
Well, yeah, we kind of, depending on how they play us, we definitely want to be able to run the football. But sometimes games, schemes, things dictate that. But yeah, we're looking more like a 6 in the box night instead of 8, 9 in the box, basically. So hopefully we'll be able to run the football, but we also want to be able to throw it and take what they give us. Again, I tell our kids, just don't do what's hard. Let's do what's easy. If I gave you a hard job and an easy job, everybody's going to pick the easy job. Let's don't pick the hard job. So let's be able to function on offense, and when we have the numbers, take them, and when we don't have the numbers, and then let's line up and block them and do what we're supposed to. And it's easier said than done. Sometimes we're 14 to 18 years old, but we have to function better. We have to block better, and then that'll dictate what if we can line up. I don't know as if I'd ever throw it. Back in my younger days, if we can line up and run the football. I mean, I turned around and handed it to one kid 45 times one night. So I love to be able to just line up and say, all right, here we come, stop us. And if you can't, we'll just keep doing it. But we'll see how it plans out. But balanced is, what is balanced? I don't know. Depends on which coach you ask. Mike Leach used to say balanced is every skilled kid touching the ball the equal amount of times. Not run pass, and some people say, well, 50-50. So it depends on how you look at it, but I want to be efficient. How about that? Whatever's easy, let's do it and do that, and hopefully it's one of those nights where things are working and rolling and it looks good and then we're functioning versus struggling and getting behind the chains and all that stuff and having to throw it 35 times.
You got some good news about Brent Duke, number 31.
Yeah, Brent, we thought he may have had a torn ACL and come back and probably just a hyperextension of that. He's rehabbing already with Jacob and working on does he need a brace or does he not need a brace, and then we'll see in a couple of weeks. Hopefully he's back out there playing sniffer for us and running around.
Has had to force some personnel moves.
Yeah, that puts Brent was playing tight end and sniffer, and that puts Andrew Hodge, as a sniffer, and Jack Kleinert as our tight end. Not a lot of depth there. Other than young kids that hadn't played much football. So, it puts us in less two tight end formations, less two sniffer formations. Some of the stuff that we like to do, short yardage and goal line, is not there, not available. So, we'll see how it turns out, and next man up and go and see what's available and go from there.
2 weeks on the road. I know the kids are probably excited to be playing a game here at Tribble Field, Watkins Stadium.
Yeah, well, we got the lines on the field and the grass painted, and home walking down the Pride Walk with sirens going. Maybe a big crowd here. We've got it Jersey night where any kid 8th grade and under wears a jersey, they get in free. Any type of jersey. It can be a Lebanon jersey. It can be an Alabama jersey. If you wear a jersey, you can get in free. It can be a basketball jersey. Just a jersey, you can get in free. I think some of the teams from across the county will be here, and I think they're going to come through our locker rooms here, a new locker room before the game and stuff. So we're expecting a big crowd, good home opener, and hopefully we do our part to make it a good night.
Chuck, thanks for the visit as always. Joe will talk to you in the postgame.
Thank you, Tommy.
We'll be back with more on the Jersey Mike's pregame show after this 2-minute commercial break.
will start at a defensive tackle. Brayson Bueller, sophomore, will play at the nose, and Jace Gardner, a senior, will play at the other tackle. Outside linebackers will be Dylan Sneed, senior. Inside linebacker, Jack Kleinard, senior. Inside linebacker, Weston Binkard. And the Devil linebacker will be Jackson Campbell. Corners tonight, Key Crowell, senior. Rover, Bryce Nizik, senior. Free safety, Isaiah Mariah, junior. And the other corner, Damian Callaway, a junior. Up front for Lebanon again, Jack Greer, Brayson Bueller, and Jace Gardner. We'll take a look offensively for Warren County tonight. The Pioneers come in with a record of 1-1. Matt Turner is the head coach. Starting at split receiver will be Talon Mullican, M-U-L-L-I-C-A-N. He is a senior. Xavier McCormick is a junior at tackle. Silas Martin, a senior at guard. Aiden Miller, senior at center. John Vanata, junior at guard. And Xavier Simmons will start at tackle. Kalen Latina will be a wide receiver. He is a junior. They will line up in a wing set. They will line up in the spread. One of the wing backs will be Isaiah Robledo, R-O-B-L-E-D-O. Isaiah Robledo, a sophomore. Tight end will be Creed Adams. Halfback, Adrian Harris, sophomore. Fullback, and he'll be on the field a lot tonight for Warren County. He also plays linebacker, P.J. Truax. He is a senior. The quarterback, we saw him last year, Alex Van Vuren, V-A-N space, capital V-U-U-R-E-N. Alex Van Vuren is the quarterback for the Pioneers of Warren County. They are coached by Matt Turner. Warren County comes in with a record of 1-1. Offensively for Lebanon tonight, the Blue Devils will start this way. Chasten Dixon, senior, will be at split receiver. Gabe Allen, junior, will be at left tackle. Giovanni Luna Garcia, junior, will be at guard. Hutton Hinesley, senior, will be the center. Aaron Mills, senior, is at right guard, and Jace Gardner, senior, at right tackle. Split receiver will be Damian Callaway, junior. Split receiver, John Binion, sophomore. Tight end, Jack Kleinard, senior. Brent Duke, who had been the sniffer, the H-back for Lebanon, he is injured and out tonight, but we got good news on him. His knee is sprained, and we expect him back sometime later this season. Tailback will be Sean Heath, a senior, and the slot receiver will be Key Crowell, senior. Quarterback, Kason Kincaid. Kincaid is a senior, a left-hander. Let's go back over the offensive front for Lebanon. Gabe Allen, Giovanni Luna Garcia, Hutton Hinesley, Aaron Mills, and Jace Gardner. That's your offensive front for the Blue Devils. We'll take a 30-second break. Let's take a 30, and we'll be right back before we
PJ Truax and number 70, Aiden Miller. We're going to listen in on the flip of the coin. I'll give you your white hat official. They get the instructions. Warren County will call it. His heads. Warren County won the toss. Warren County is going to defer to the second half. We'll see which way they kick. There is a little breeze tonight. Usually kick left to right. I'm giving them a few extra instructions. I'll kind of get to your conditions tonight. Finally, Tommy, we have if you want to say normal ball game situation. Weather is beautiful. Slight breeze kind of coming from right to left a little, but other than that, it has cooled down nicely. A lot different from last week, but Lebanon looking to rebound. Definitely got a good opportunity to do that tonight against a young Warren County team. I say this all the time, though. It's more about how we respond. Let's have a good week of practice, and I look forward to a good ball game tonight. Back up to you.
Thanks, Joe. 85 degrees in Lebanon, winds out of the southeast blowing northeast at about 7 miles an hour here at Tribble Field Watkins Stadium. The Blue Devils are making their way to the tunnel, and there is a flock of young kids in Blue Devil jerseys. They invited every child 8th grade and under just to wear a jersey, and you could get in free tonight. And there is a throng of those kids as Lebanon is bunched in that end zone on the scoreboard side of the football field.
Tommy, it's good to see these young kids down there. They're some of them, they don't look to be any more than 8 years old, and they're jumping up and down and getting hyped. And as we come through the big L and turning down the 50-yard line, you got the young ones coming right behind them, and that's the future of Lebanon High School football.
Lebanon tonight dressed in the home blue jerseys, dressed in white football pants, white headgear, blue stripes on the headgear, white trim. Warren County across the way, they are the Pioneers, white headgear, white jerseys, royal blue numerals, red trim, and gray football pants. Lebanon wants a win in the worst possible way. And I've always thought the way a team tackles is a pretty good indication of how ready they are to play a football game.
Well, that first possession is always it's always a big one, because you want to set the tone early and you want to grab momentum. If you can come out on this opening kickoff on the opening drive and you set the momentum and you bring the fight to them, that goes a long way as the rest of this football game goes on.
Lebanon will kick off. Nixon, who had a really good game last week, punting and kicking for Lebanon, Cameron Nixon, hit both of his PATs and averaged about 47 yards on 3 punts. They sure do. Warren County's going to kick. They won the toss, and they deferred till the second half.
They deferred to the second half.
Yeah.
So it'll be their choice second half.
Right. Steve Willard on the public address. Kicking the football for Warren County will be Garen Duggan, a junior. Deep to return for the Blue Devils with their backs to Hartman Drive will be Sean Heath. Key Crowell. And John Binion. 7:03. And we are underway. A line drive kick that will be fielded by Key Crowell at about the 15-yard line. Key tries to get on the edge, finds the corner, gets it up to the 40, 45-yard line. Outstanding return by the senior Key Crowell on a line drive kick, and Lebanon will have wonderful field position to start this game.
Tommy, that's exactly what you want to get that, bring that kickoff all the way back to the 48-yard line, and great field position for this first drive.
1st and 10, Lebanon. Kason Kincaid will set his team with 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 2 backs in the backfield, and Warren County jumps on the first snap. Kason went with a longer snap count, and jumping across the neutral zone was Braden McKinney, a linebacker for Warren County. 2 receivers right, 1 left. 2 backs in the backfield. Sean Heath off the right side. Sean will plow ahead, and he will be close to the first down. It was 1st down and 5. He didn't quite pick up the first down, so call him 4 yards on that play. Line of scrimmage will be at the 44 of Warren County.
That'll make it 2nd and 1.
Williams, Maris, Williams, Miller, Martin up front for the Pioneers. 1 back in the backfield now. 2 receivers right. High snap goes over the head of Kincaid. Heath picked it up, trying to make something out of it, and Heath is going to get stuck with a loss all the way back to the 44-yard line. That snap from Hunton Hinesley, Kincaid never had a chance, Bob.
No, he way over his head. And actually that time Heath doing a good job of scooping it up and bringing it back 4 or 5 more yards just to recover a little of it.
That's going to put it at the 44-yard line of Lebanon. So the loss is tagged on to Sean Heath. Kincaid wants to throw, man in his face, go with a little Miami screen, and that's going to be caught. Making that grab for Lebanon will be TJ Searcy. He is close to the first down. They ran a little underneath Miami screen, and Lebanon will quickly go to the line of scrimmage on a 4th down and about 4.
Run it.
Play clock, plenty of time, 22 seconds on the play clock. 3 receivers set up in a tight bunch on the right, 1 left. High snap again.
Gosh almighty.
And a big loss for Kincaid, and the ball will go over to Warren County on downs. 2 snaps on that possession went awry, and Lebanon will turn the ball over on downs. There's a change of possession, and the clock is still running.
Yep, still running. And Tommy, just to let you know, the first quarter of tonight's game is sponsored by the Lebanon Police Department and Chief Mike Justice. The men and women in blue are proud to support the Big Blue. They're going to have to take a little time for this clock. Thanks to Family Medical Associates and Pediatrics, 1407 West Medore Parkway, for their continued support of Blue Devil football. Visit FamilyMedicalDocs.com for more information.
And the clock says, it said 90 seconds, 90 minutes and 36 seconds. Now they've got it to 9:36.
Well, the Blue Devil Football Foundation thanks Greg Landers with Witt's Barbecue and Journey Church for providing team meals Thursday and Friday. If you'd like to participate in our Feed the Team effort, contact Darren Reynolds at 615-218-0790. Lebanon's volleyball team picked up a couple of wins earlier this week, downing Wilson Central 3-0 Tuesday and Watertown 3-0 on Monday. The Lady Devils will be back in action Tuesday at Laverne.
Well, the clock situation appears Zach Martin has joined in the conversation, trying to get the clock set. And, Bob, I'm looking for the ECO, the electric clock operator, on the sideline.
He may be over here in the booth. Let's see.
Might very well be. If he's not, he will eventually be up here if they've got a problem with that clock. He's not up here yet?
No, he's not up here. He's down there. That's him. Is that?
That's Rick Martin.
Yeah.
And Rick will go to the press box to keep the clock. Let's see if they can open a gate for him.
Shop Springs Creamery, located at 2816 Sparta Pike, is the official provider of chocolate milk for the Blue Devils. Milking 100 cows every day to produce their own milk and ice cream. The Turners have been local dairy farmers for 5 generations.
Tell you what, until Rick gets up here in the press box to run the clock, let's take a 30-second break. There's no score. 9:30 is the time left in the first quarter. Lebanon and Warren County. You're listening. Warren County will now come to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers right. Van Vuren is the quarterback. Handed to the tailback off the left side. And Lebanon will pull him down after about a gain of 4 yards. On that carry for Warren County was Latina. Kaylin Latina. Latina.
Yeah, they're only going to give him about 3 there, Tommy, so getting a better spot than we thought. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Football spotted at the 46-yard line of Lebanon. 3-man front for Lebanon. Linebackers walk up. Mix up in the backfield. Truex will fight for yardage. He will get it beyond the 45 to the 44-yard line.
Jack Kleinert coming up to put a big hit there.
Truex is a kid that will play both sides of the football for the Pioneers. Two receivers go right, a wing set on the left. Van Vuren is the quarterback. He wants to throw. Lobs a pass out here in the flat. That is complete for a Warren County first down. Making that grab, Talon Mullican, Mullican. Mullican. Ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 9 yards for the Pioneers.
Key Crowell comes up to make the stop and run him out of bounds, but you notice that time when he was lined up, had a lot of cushion, giving him a lot of cushion, respecting the speed on the outside. Easy to get that pass in quick.
Same set, wing set left, one receiver right. Latina off the left side, kind of a power run. Gain of 2 from the 35 to the 33.
Their handoffs in the backfield, it's like it's taking a little time. It's not, it's a slow motion for them to hit the line. They're not hitting the line quick. It's kind of a delayed reaction, and we're having time to run the football a little bit.
Latina will line up as a halfback to the left of Van Vuren. 3 receivers left. Inside handoff comes back this way, and Lebanon has people there to smell it out. Well played as Isaiah Robledo, Robledo, ran it on a little inside handoff, almost a flip. And the gain will go to the 28-yard line.
Crowell had a shot at him about the 32, but just couldn't wrap him up. He's going to get down to the 28.
Picked up 5 yards, third down, and about 3. 3 receivers in the set. 2 go wide right and a tight end on the other side. Toss sweep. Latina will get that first down on a sweep of left end. They ran it to the weak side with 2 receivers, and Kaylin Latina will pick up the first down for the Pioneers. The line of scrimmage will be the 21-yard line.
Isaiah Mariah came in there pretty hard, charging in from that safety spot over there, but just couldn't get to the corner to make the stop.
The receivers on that side held their blocks, allowing Latina some running room, and they're handing out cowbells down in front of us. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Quarterback Van Vuren rolls left, throws back. That ball is nearly picked off. Back there was Niesick, Bryce Niesick. Effort. Tough play for the quarterback, Bob. Rolling left. He's right-handed trying to make that throw.
Yeah, you got to whip those hips around and face up to the receiver. And when you're rolling out, if you got any pressure at all, it's hard to do that and have time to get it off.
2nd down and 10 from the 21. Pioneers will put a wing back on the right, split receiver left, 2 backs in the backfield. Tailback Latina, left side, and he's hit and taken down. Well played by the Devil linebacker. Jackson Campbell Jr. came up and made the stop.
Campbell just flying to the football.
Not much of a gain. He did not make the 20, so no gain on that play. Ball still at the 21.
Big 3rd down.
3rd down and about 8 to go, about 9 to go. Van Vuren rolls right, cuts it back inside, wants to throw, he's hit, gets a pass away, and that is somehow completed, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Pioneers. He found Kaylin Latina after he'd been hit in the backfield at least twice. Van Vuren kept his feet, rolled right, found his man for a 21-yard touchdown.
You got to wrap up.
Had him in our clutches and let him go. Joe, you've got the call of the PAT try.
Number 33, Garen Duggan Jr. onto attempt. Senior Alex Van Vuren, the quarterback, will handle your spot. Snap. P. Crowell comes off the edge. Wasn't really even close. It hit him about the belt line, so the extra point is no good. 4:55 to go in the first quarter. That's the Pioneers 6, your Blue Devils 0. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
Warren County takes advantage of a 4-down territory for Lebanon, and Van Buren throws a pass to Latina for 21 yards. It was an 8-play, 49-yard drive. The PAT was no good. So with 4:55 remaining in the first quarter, it's Warren County 6, Lebanon 0.
So the Pioneers will kick it once again. Kicking the football will be Duggan, whose PAT was blocked right with his chest by Key Crowell. Heath will stand at his 10. Crowell will be at the 15 along with Binion. That one's going to go out of bounds.
I thought he was going to catch.
He did. Well, if his foot was out of bounds,
he did.
Did he catch that inbounds? There was a flag down, not a beanbag. If he catches it with his foot out of bounds, it's a penalty on Warren County. But apparently, there we go. He caught it with a foot out of bounds. Joe, did I describe that correctly?
Hey, you're exactly right. Now, it was close. I guess Key thought he saw a little something there and tried to save it, but not recommended.
Let it go.
Lebanon will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 right, 2 backs in the backfield. Sweep, near side, Key Crowell. Crowell, 1st down and more. Key Crowell is still driving for yardage. He will run it all the way to the Warren County 46-yard line. Excellent effort, just student body left with Crowell running the sweep.
We had 5 or 6 different tacklers get their hands on him. It was just like a pinball, just bouncing off and gaining more yardage each time.
Well, they didn't spot him at the 46. They're going to spot it at the 47. Quick pass out in the flat to Crowell, who dropped it. Tried to go with a quick game. Flip it out to Key in the flat. That one incomplete. That was 18 yards on that run by Key Crowell. 2nd down and 10. Football at the 47 of Warren County. Kincaid, quarterback, 2 backs with him in the backfield. Heath barrels straight ahead, and he will pick up a Wilson Bank and Trust Blue Devil 1st down.
Picking them up and laying them down all the way down to the 30.
Gain of 17 yards down to the 30. Same set, 2 backs in the backfield. Give it to Heath again. Not as much running room. The spot will be at the 26-yard line. He picked up 4.
Tell you what, Tommy, when he runs that football, you don't see the pile go forward much. He knocks it backwards for sure.
Hodge has joined Heath in the backfield. Kincaid throws over the middle, and that's caught by Bryce Niesick.
Pretty catch.
Check it, that was not Niesick. I saw the single digit. That was Chaston Dixon, lined up in the slot and ran just a little short, not quite a slant, almost a skinny post. Line of scrimmage, we'll call that the 16-yard line. Another Wilson Bank and Trust 1st down. Lebanon has entered the Zaxby's red zone. Heath right up the middle. Touchdown, Big Blue. Sean Heath off right guard behind the blocks of Aaron Mills and Jace Gardner scores a Tim Leeper Roofing Blue Devil touchdown.
That's a drive right there.
That's a response.
Yes, it is.
To that awful first possession that Lebanon had. Joe, you've got the call.
18, Cameron Nixon on to attempt. Number 26, Noah Miller will put it down. Snap, spot, kick is trailing to the right, but it sneaks inside the upright. Our extra point is good. That is your difference. The Blue Devils 7, the Pioneers 6. More Blue Devil football in 30 seconds.
Six-play, 65-yard drive. Sean Heath in from a 16-yard TD run. Nixon with a PAT. It's good. With 3:14 remaining in the first quarter. Now it's Lebanon 7, Warren County 6.
Nixon will kick off. Kick will be a long kick, and it will carry into the end zone. Cameron Nixon just thumps that kick into the end zone, and Warren County will start 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Nixon just, that leg getting stronger each game, just smashing the football.
You know, he punted the ball awfully well last week, and
well, a quick 3 and out right here would be huge.
Van Vuren will set his Warren County timeout.
Is the T still out there? No.
Split receiver goes wide right. Key Crowell has him man-to-man. Van Vuren under center. Hands it to Truex, who is tackled for a loss. Coming up to Maid, who hit Truex right in the hole.
South Cumberland Street for their support of LHS football. Call 449-4566 the next time your team gathers. Zaxby's is open till 10 p.m.
Timeout on the field with an injury. Now they're going to help that Warren County player, that is P.J. Truex, off the field. He was holding his right ankle. Now he's walking out on his own accord. Matt Turner, head coach for Warren County, has a couple of words for the officials before he goes back to the sideline. 2nd down and 11. Check it. That's 2nd down. Yes, 2nd down and 11. So the ball's going to be at the 19-yard line of Warren County after that -1 on the play.
Tommy, number 56 is just put on number 84. So that's going to be a number change
for Warren County.
For Warren County. When we showed having an 84. So Silas Martin.
Van Vuren goes under center, bobbles the snap, slice trap, and he's taken down. Nizik is there. They tried to run the slice trap back inside, and Joe Gardner, Bryce Nizik smelled that one out.
Well, that's your senior there. He has seen plenty of football and evidently did a lot of studying this week as they was prepared, just lying in wait for him to come around that end. Bryce Nizik.
Loss is back to the 16-yard line. So a loss of 3 for Latina. Warren County looking at a 3rd down and about 14. Van Vuren will be in the gun. Rolls right, pressure, hit as he throws, incomplete. Lebanon had 2 Blue Devils back there on him, Bob.
Yeah, and Kleiner ended up taking him to the ground, and he tried to throw the football as he was going down to get rid of it.
Warren County will retreat into punt formation. Back to punt is Duggan, D-U-G-G-I-N. 2 men deep for Lebanon. Isaiah Marana.
The shadow of your own goalpost makes things a little bit tighter. If Bob or somebody could slip over and tell our PA guy to get Nisik's names right, he's not pronouncing Bryce's name, and that young man deserves to have his name pronounced right, Tommy.
Well, we've got it phonetically on the roster for him. Nizik, number 9. 1st and 10, Lebanon. They will take over in the Zaxby's red zone. 1st and 10, Lebanon at the 6. Tight end and a blocker will move left. Sweep comes to the near side with Key Crowell. Key is tripped, dropped at about the 4. Joe, they got him just by the ankle and tripped him up.
Guys, I hate to say it, Drew Hodge tripped him up. Key will tell you wanted to have that one back. He had a wide open alley. He just got a little close to Drew. As Drew made the block, he tripped over Andrew Hodge's forearm there.
What do you call the line of scrimmage there, Joe?
Going to be on the 9. I'm sorry, on the 4.
Gain of 2. Hodge right up the middle, and Hodge will take it into the end zone for a touchdown, Big Blue. Heath. Sean Heath, touchdown, Lebanon. Heath off the right side. Tim Leeper Roofing, touchdown from the 4-yard line. 1:01 to go in the period. Joe, you've got the call.
18, Cameron Nixon on to attempt. Miller puts it down. Nixon puts it up. And Nixon puts it through. 1:01 to go in the first quarter. Lebanon capitalizes on the botched punt and lead 14-6. We got more football in 30 seconds.
Will kick again. Deep to return for Warren County will be Harris and Robello. And that once again, he booms it into the end zone. Cameron Nixon making a statement with that right leg. And again, they will start 1st and 10 at their own 20. 1:01 to go. Lebanon up 14-6.
Tommy, I don't think that the people listening, they don't realize how important that kickoff going into the end zone is at the high school level, because so many times you see these returns come out to the 35, 40-yard line and further, and now when they don't even get a chance to bring it out and they start at the 20-yard line, that's a huge deal.
They got a long way to go for a touchdown. They got to go 80. Van Buren will go under center. Tailback, left side, not much. That was Latina on the carry for Warren County. He ran it left and hit a stone wall.
Sneed in there as well as Jackson Campbell in there to make the tackle for the Blue Devils.
Gain of 2 to the 20. Split receiver right, 1 left. Van Buren under center. Toss sweep, Latina left. Hemmed up,
wow.
Hit in the backfield, taken down. I think that was Sean Heath that was there first.
Heath made a big hit.
Sean has played some at corner.
They got another man down.
And really gave good run support. Warren County has a lineman down. That is the center, Aiden Miller. Timeout on the field. There's 3 seconds to go. Bob, take it away.
Well, thanks to certified athletic trainer Jacob Woodard and team physician Dr. Lance LeClaire with Vanderbilt Sports Medicine for providing sports medicine coverage tonight for our student athletes. Also located at 225 West Main Street, F&M Bank is a proud sponsor of Lebanon High School football. Banking made easy on purpose. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Lebanon's soccer team dropped a close 2-1 decision Thursday at home against Blackman. Kaylee Augusta scored for LHS off an assist from Marley Dye. The Lady Devils will be back in action Tuesday at home against Smyrna.
Monday is Labor Day. There won't be any school, but everybody will practice. And I have yet to hear from Chuck Gentry if they'll go early or they'll go at regular time on Monday. Lebanon's got another region game next week, they go to Cookeville. 3 seconds to go in the quarter. Lebanon leads 14-6.
Well, congratulations to the boys and girls cross-country teams for their second-place finishes in last week's 26th annual Macon Bank Invitational in Lafayette. Lebanon will compete tomorrow morning in the Turn the Page Invitational at Vaughn's Gap, Warner Park in Nashville. That'll do it for the quarter.
That will end the quarter right there. We'll take a 1-minute break after telling you Lebanon leads Warren County 14-6. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Brought to you by the City of Lebanon Mayor Rick Bell. Mayor Bell is a proud graduate of Lebanon High School and is a loyal supporter of the Blue Devil Athletics.
Warren County, their first offensive snap of the second quarter. They trail 14-6. Van Vuren under center, 2 backs in the backfield, and Lebanon jumps as we shifted.
Well, we got our nose man. Nose man jumped off. The ball's right in front of you right there. So.
We had Dean Maxwell. We had some of the smaller guys in to rush the passer. They picked up an easy 5, and that is a first down by penalty for the Pioneers of Warren County. 1st and 10, football will be at the 30-yard line. Split receiver goes wide right. They're in that wing look with 2 backs in the backfield and Van Vuren under center. Halfback runs to the near side. Campbell there to bury his head into the runner, Latina. He will pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. 84 on the carry?
Yeah, 84. That they had him listed as Kylan Moore, but I saw a while ago number 56 was putting 84's jersey on, so that should be Siler Martin.
Siler Martin.
Or Silas Martin,
Silas.
Excuse me.
Wing back in motion. Martin off the right side. Runs it to the 47-yard line.
Also got the backup center in there, sophomore. He's every bit of 350 pounds.
Good grief.
Yeah, that's a load.
So we said 84 is now Silas Martin.
Yes. Number 56 put on number 84.
Gotcha. Bob, if you hadn't seen that, we'd be puzzled.
Yeah, that's why I get the big bucks, Tommy.
2 receivers right on a 3rd down and 4. Toss sweep near side. Latina jumping over the pile was Chaston Dixon, and they got him on the ground before he got out of bounds. Bryson Bueller, the nose guard, had worked his way down the line of scrimmage, and Chaston Dixon came flying over the top of the pile. Joe, that's quite an effort.
Yeah, check that. That was Key Crowell. So, you know, they actually had an escort in front of him. Crowell coming up on the first down marker there, took to the air, leaped that first defender, and kind of caught the running back by surprise. Going to bring up 4th down and 2 for your Pioneers.
Yeah, he just hurdled them.
4th and 2, and you wonder what Warren County's going to do. They're going to take a timeout. Timeout on the field. Their last punt didn't go so well as the punter dropped the snap. We'll take a 30. 9:49 to go in the second quarter. Lebanon leads 14-6. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
First Freedom Bank sponsors our weekly painting of Clifton Tribble Field. First Freedom is a community bank headquartered right here in Lebanon. Experience the difference of banking local. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
We run through a lot of sponsors and folks who help this football program during the course of a broadcast. And really, those folks are very much appreciated, and we need them to help make this work for Lebanon football.
Takes a village, Tommy. Takes a village.
And when helmets are $350 a pop, takes a lot of cash too. They're going to line up in punt formation again. Duggan. They're going to shift over. Whistle the umpire line over one man around the center. And that's going to back them up 5 yards. That'll make the spot the 33. So Duggan will punt it again, or attempt to punt it. Snap is there. Punts away, and it's a short one. Crowell pressured him. Very short punt. Lebanon, get out of the way. We had kids standing around it.
That was Van Buren kicked that one, I think.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, they put Van Buren back there.
So Van Buren punted it, and it went from the 33, and they put it down at the 49, so a 16-yard punt. Lebanon will take over. 9:38 to go in the first half, leading Warren County 14-6. That's 1st and 10 Lebanon at the Warren County 49-yard line.
That punt going straight up won't exactly be on his highlight reel at the end of the year.
Split receiver left and right. Now Crowell comes in motion. Play fake. Kincaid wants to throw. Checks it down to Crowell.
Oh,
Crowell makes a man miss. And Key Crowell.
Good gracious alive.
Keep fighting for yardage. Key just would not be denied. He was the last option for Kason Kincaid, and that will be a Blue Devil first down that went how many yards? It went 15 yards for a Blue Devil first down. That is a Wilson Bank and Trust first down.
He should have been down about 3 different times.
Effort by Key Crowell. Inverted twins left. Slot right. Kincaid will be in the gun with Heath behind him. 4-man front for Warren County. Lebanon had a man move. Interior lineman apparently hitched before the snap, and that will put the football to 5 yards. 1st and 15. 3 receivers left. One right is a monster. Flag, pre-snap, and the play clock ran out. 5 more. 44.
I think I figured out why Warren County has such short numbers. I think some of their linemen have ate their teammates.
They're big.
They've gone cannibal.
They're big fellas.
3 receivers left, 1 right. Play fake. Pass complete. Nice gain on a little short route. Crowell, the reception. Not even a 3-step drop. This is the quick game where Kaysen takes the snap and just quickly throws the football. Ball's going to be spotted at the 38. Second down and about 14. Kincaid wants to throw. Has time. Crowell on a crosser. Comes underneath. Crowell down the boundary. Crowell will take it into the end zone.
Wow.
Touchdown, Big Blue. On a crossing route underneath the key Crowell. That's a Tim Leeper roofing touchdown of 38 yards for a Blue Devil for touchdown.
Crowell feeling it tonight, Tommy.
Well, they're feeding him too.
Yeah.
Joe, you've got it.
Nixon on with an attempt. Miller with your hold. Spot. Kick. Nails it. 7:29 to go in the half. Lebanon starting to take control. Lead the Pioneers 21-6. We'll have more football after this 30-second break.
Drive with 7:29 to go in the second quarter. The Lebanon Blue Devils are now 21. Warren County is 6.
Nixon will kick off from his own 40. This is the first time he's kicking toward Hartman Drive. He's had great success pounding that football, going the other way toward the scoreboard. Shorter kick will be fielded at the 8. Bringing it up the hash, and he's got running room. Nixon's going to have to get him if anybody does, and Nixon slowed him down. I didn't see who wound up
Binion.
making it.
John
Binion made
Binion.
the tackle.
Binion saved the touchdown.
On the return was Robledo. Isaiah Robledo started at his own 8. And the return goes all the way down to the Lebanon 32.
Binion did an excellent job of being able to get back there and make that tackle.
61 yards on that return. First and 10, Warren County at the Lebanon 32. Blue Devils up 2 scores. Van Vuren rolls left to throw. Has pressure. Kleiner can't get him. We can't get him. And now Lebanon will rally and pull him down.
Had Jack Greer coming in to help make the tackle along with Campbell.
Bueller chasing the quarterback. And again, Van Vuren, Lebanon had a couple of shots at him and let him escape. 6:45 to go in the first half.
I can't figure it out. He's a bigger guy, but he's not fast. Kleiner never misses those tackles, and we're just sliding down him like a greased pole.
2 receivers go right for Warren County, 2 left. Van Vuren rolls right. Here comes the pressure. He gets a pass off, and he is immediately taken down.
Big hit. Big hit. Is that Campbell again?
I think that was Jackson Campbell on the hit, making that catch for Warren County. Rob Lido.
Yeah, Campbell making his presence known tonight.
He plays that devil linebacker, which is kind of like a monster man. He plays close to the line of scrimmage, but can get in pass coverage as well. Truax back in the game will plug ahead. Sneed will have him by the heels and pull him down.
PJ Truax on the carry. First down, Pioneers.
First down for Warren County. Maxwell will come in at a defensive line spot, along with Stafford and Jace Gardner. First and 10, Warren County. Ball at the 18 of Lebanon. Blue Devils up 21-6. Stack, smokestack, backfield. Tailback, hit and pulled down.
Nothing.
Got him in the backfield, and coming up to make that stop for Lebanon.
It was Harrison, sophomore, number 10.
Harrison is wearing number 10, and we didn't know that. Would you mind telling Steve that? Harrison is wearing 10.
Austin Harrison.
Austin Harrison, yes.
Latina on the run, and he just he got up to the line of scrimmage and bam.
Harrison wearing 10. Shotgun set. Van Vuren rolls left. Here comes the heat. He rolls back to the right. Still looking for somewhere to go, and we're going to pull him down. Ball came out late. First on the scene was Weston Binkard. Joe, there's safety in numbers, and Lebanon got 3 people around him. Binkard there first.
Yeah, and, Warren County, a little frustration there. I mean, you want your quarterback, especially a returning starter. Seeing Lebanon defenders should have just dumped that ball out of bounds. Going to set up.
Two receivers will just throws it up for grabs, and that ball's going to be picked off.
Crowell.
Key Crowell will pick it off at the 4-yard line. Bob, that was a prayer.
Yes,
Van Vuren just threw it up for grabs.
And he, Key just sat back and waited, played center field, went up and caught the ball at his highest point, like you're taught to, just textbook interception.
And there's really
he's got nowhere to go. They got so much pressure on him, so he's just trying to let somebody try to make a play, and it was Key Crowell.
3:29 to go in the half. Lebanon takes over at their own 4. Sean Heath fights for yardage. He will move it out to beyond the 5 to about the 6. He'll gain 2.
Yeah, about 6.
Up front for Lebanon, Gabe Allen, Luna Garcia. They knifed a man back there and got Sean before he could get started. He's going to lose back to about the 3.
Well, they're just going for broke right here. They're coming with the ears pinned back.
Third down. And maybe a shade more than 10 to go for the first after that loss. Kincaid tries to get him to jump. 16 seconds on the play clock. Third and long. Heath will set up on his right hip. Kincaid, and they're going to punt it out of there.
Had somebody breaking loose late. Committed to the run, though.
Kaysen rolled to his left. Couldn't find anybody open immediately. pulled it down, got what he could, and good grief, Bob, he lost a yard.
Yeah.
Back to the 2.
You're going to see Lebanon milk this clock all the way down and take a timeout so they don't leave Warren County with a lot of time, so don't get in a panic.
12 seconds on the play clock. We're going to take the delay of game here. So what difference if you're punting it from the 3 or the 1.5? And Lebanon will take that timeout. Timeout Lebanon with 1:30 to go in the first half. Stay with us at halftime. We'll have a stat report by Donald Gann, and then we will have a halftime interview with head coach of the Devilette basketball program out of there without an issue. Wonderful crowd here tonight for this game. The student body has filled this place up. And you look down in the general admission area, and it is full. Warren County has brought a pretty good crowd here this evening as well. About a half a step in front of the back line of the end zone. Snap is there. Punt 49 yards on that punt, and Cameron Nixon has punted Lebanon out of a hole.
He has really matured. You know it.
47 coming in.
Last week he was probably the bright spot with a couple of PATs and 3 long punts. So Lebanon will take over, Warren County will take over at their own 49-yard line. 1st and 10, 1:19 to go in the half. 21-6, Lebanon leads.
Why is it number 3 on there, Caden?
Van Buren wants to throw. Throws it deep. Has a man back there, and that is caught.
Come on.
That is caught. Warren County making that grab was Kalen Latina. They ran what we used to call a flag route, just down and angled it toward the boundary. And the spot will go from the 49 all the way down to the 11?
Right at the 12, Tommy.
12.
Well, Warren County got by that time. That left tackle over there, he's leaning back but as the ball's being snapped, and he's moving too soon.
You know, I thought I saw that too.
Yeah.
38-yard motion out of the backfield, inside handoff. He will be hit, bounced, and taken down. Sneed with the tackle on the ball carrier, Roblito. Isaiah Roblito on the carry on a little inside reverse. Whistles pre-snap.
They clocked it, Tommy. Warren County battling that one timeout is all they had if they've burned too early in this contest. 48 seconds to go, and they are threatening, but they are having to watch that clock closely.
Only 48 seconds to go and 11 yards away, so.
Ball at the 11. So a gain of 1 on that little inside trap. Van Buren will go under center with an I backfield behind him. Rolls right, boots left. He's going to run. He will run it and be toppled before he gets, no, he got into the end zone.
Campbell put a heck of a lick on him.
Campbell hit him, and Jack Greer hit him. 7-yard touchdown run by Alex Van Buren, and Warren
May try to make up your extra point here as they missed one early. No, they are going to line up that hit, trying to catch his breath here as he can put it down. Number 33, Garen Dugan, to try to make this an 8-point game. Snaps down, snaps better, and the result is better for the Pioneers. 38 seconds to go in the half. Your Blue Devils 21, the Pioneers 13. More football after this 30-second timeout.
Play 51-yard drive. 38 seconds to go in the second, and before halftime. Lebanon High School 21, Warren County now 13.
Kicking the football for Warren County will be Duggan. Heath will be deep, along with Crowell and Binion. Kick will be an end-over-ender that will go to Heath, who drops it at the 8. Heath works his way right and is pulled down just as he crosses the 25-yard line. Warren County had one man that got him by the ankle and pulled him down. That was Braden Knight, who made that tackle.
And if he doesn't, we had a wall out in front of him. He had plenty of room down the sideline. If he just didn't get tripped up, I'm chasing him down the sideline, and we're putting 6 on the board.
Gordonsville leads Trousdale County at the half, 7-0. That game being played in Hartsville. Lebanon leads 21-13. Ball at the Blue Devil 22 after the return by Heath. And Key Crowell will go into the end zone. Touchdown! Crowell contained. Key Crowell with a Tim Leeper roofing touchdown. That play goes 78 yards for the score. And what a shot in the arm for this Lebanon.
Tommy Key told Sean Heath, if you're not going to do it, I'll take care of it for you on the next play. Camp 2 touchdowns here within about 10 seconds. One by each team. Miller will put it down. Nixon will put it through. 14 seconds still to go in this half. Your Blue Devils 28, the Pioneers 13. We'll have more football for you after this 30-second break.
Crowell, 73-yard TD pass. Nixon with the before halftime. Lebanon High School 28, Warren County 13.
The big one. Nixon approaches. Line drive end over at their own 35-yard line with 14 seconds to play.
I mean, that, you would think going into the half, well, you hate you gave up that late one.
Nizik will be 5. Walk a couple up. Van Vuren in the gun, split receiver left, 2 right to the short side of the field. The umpire walks up, stops play. Timeout, Warren County. They took too much time, and the play clock got down to 2 seconds.
You kind of wonder how you do that coming in off just the kickoff.
Well, and I wonder about how quickly they started that play clock, because I didn't think they drug around, dawdled, coming.
All your pregame party. Jersey Mike's at 615-444-9886. Jersey Mike's is always a sub above.
Ball squarely on the 35-yard line for Warren County. They're down 28-13 to Lebanon. Lebanon's first home game of the year.
They can come back before halftime.
Split receivers, left and right. 4 receivers in the pattern. Van Vuren wants to throw. He just cranks one deep.
Watch out.
Nizik has picked that one off. Nizik fighting for yardage, and the clock will run down to 4 seconds. Bryce Nizik got under it, made the interception, and Van Vuren again. Bob, I thought he just threw that one up for grabs.
He did. He just going for broke, You figure, why not? It's the last play of the half, but it lasted a little longer than you thought.
That was not Van Buren, guys. I was just getting the information from some of the coaching staff. They noticed it. He got his hand clipped by a cleat on that last extra point holding it. And he came off and stayed on the sideline, and they're looking at it over there. That was their backup quarterback that threw that.
Okay. And do you recall a number on him?
Tommy, I don't, because they were telling me at the time he was throwing it. So we'll watch for that, though, coming out of the half to see if he returns.
Very good.
Put a lot of air under the ball. Give him that.
Lebanon's going to take a knee here. Kincaid will take a knee, and that will be the last play of the first half. Lebanon goes to the locker room at intermission on top by a score of 28-13 over Warren County. We'll take a 2-minute commercial break.
baked goods, and we will come up with some winners each week.
Well, and they need to have their baked goods here in the press box before we go on the air. So the Blue Devil Radio Baked Goods Contest starts with our next home game. We go to Cookeville next week, and I believe we're at home.
You're right on that.
I believe that's the Green Hill, the My TV 30 game. That not this coming week because we go to Cookeville.
And a big shout out tonight to Bruce Skeen. He's in, and Bruce, we hope you're enjoying the broadcast and the game. Miss you, buddy.
Well, and he was kind enough to let Terry Stafford and I broadcast with him in the very beginning, and we learned a lot from Bruce.
Well, the third quarter of tonight's game is sponsored by the Lebanon Police Department and Chief Mike Justice. The men and women in blue are proud to support the Big Blue.
Nixon's kick sails into the end zone. There is somewhat of a breeze blowing, the flag flapping just a little bit, and Nixon gets that thing up in the air and drives it into the end zone. So Warren County will start 1st and 10 at their own 20. I've got some halftime scores. Green Hill and Summit tied at 21. Mount Juliet leads Gallatin 22-7. Sequatchie County and Watertown tied at 14. Lebanon leads Warren County their own 20-yard line. Tailback off the law for Warren County was Latina.
And Tommy, in at quarterback is Brady Swallows, a sophomore, number 12.
Thank you. Swallows at quarterback because Van Vuren got kicked in the hand on that PAT attempt late in the first half. Swallows will set his team with 2 receivers on the left. He will be in the gun. He will roll and throw. Heaves it. He put it up for grabs, and what a catch by Talon Mulliken.
Got to make a play on that. We were there in position. Just kind of.
Mulliken, it was slightly underthrown. He came back. So from his own 20, the ball is going to be 1st and 10 at the 41.
And Tommy, that was a prime example of Swallows just throwing it up and letting somebody try to make a play, and they did.
One receiver goes left, one will be right. Tight end right. Swallows under center. Toss sweep. Latina tries to get on the edge.
Bam.
And he will be taken down. Campbell was there for the stop as well as Jack Kleinard.
Like hitting a brick wall.
That is a loss of 3 back to the round. Moves to linebacker this year, and he certainly made himself at home.
Well, they kind of letting him roam a little bit, and that's, let him be a headhunter.
3rd down, check it, 2nd down, and about 13 to go. Swallows in the gun. 4-man front for Lebanon. Swallows chased out of the pocket. Flips the pass, and it'll go out of bounds, and he had Kleinard right in his hip pocket.
Breathing down his neck.
Now, that was a pretty smart throw.
Yeah. Live to fight another day.
Yeah, don't try to make something out of nothing. So Warren County at the far hash will be at their own 44-yard line on a 3rd and 13. You got to get them off the field here. 2 receivers go right. Latina will be in the slot on the right. Quarterback rolls right, throws a pass, incomplete, intended for Latina, and that really wasn't close.
Yeah, Latina had curled up on a little curl route about 10 yards down the field, and he just threw it too wide for him.
4th and 13.
And now we're going to go back to Dugan coming in to punt.
Year. But apparently he got kicked in the hand on a PAT attempt. Duggan will punt it. Snap is there. Punt is away. Inside the 10-yard line.
He'll mark it at the 9.
Backed away from it. So Lebanon will have their first possession of the second half. 9:24 to go in the third, leading 28-13. Punt went 35 yards. Blue Devils will take over. They were calling that the 8. 3 receivers will run left for Lebanon. Heath will be the tailback along with Kincaid in the backfield. Flip it out in the flat. Little Miami screen to Callaway, who's making his appearance here in the second half. Callaway, the gain from the 8, and they will spot him beyond the 10. We're going to call that the 13-yard line.
Pick up a 5.
Second down and 5. Wing set left. Heath will set up right. Callaway on a reverse. Callaway will be hit as he crosses the 15.
Now Callaway's going to come out of the football game, and in goes Andrew Hodge.
Hodge comes in, powerful runner, powerful blocker. Play clock at 17. Lebanon leads 28-13, 8:20 to go in the third. Quick pass to Key Crowell. Key with a spin move. Key with a first down. Down the boundary, past the 35-yard line. Well played, Key Crowell.
I would hate to be a corner having to come up and make a tackle on him one-on-one like that.
So from the 16, the play went for 38 to the 38, and that went for how many yards? That went for 22 yards and a first down. Throw it out on the boundary to Callaway. Callaway will take it to the 45. Lebanon with the little short hitch game.
Now watch the deep one here pretty quick.
So from the 38, they will go to the 46. Gain of 8. Second and 2. Play fake.
Boom.
And somebody blew a block on the far side, and coming in to make that tackle on quarterback Kaysen Kincaid was Connor Williams. He blew off that edge, Bob, pretty much unmolested.
Yeah, he wasn't even touched. I don't know. He might have come on a little corner blitz.
That will back him up to make it a 3rd and 11. Line of scrimmage will be the 37. So Lebanon had moved quickly, but now they're behind the sticks, 3rd and 11. 2 receivers left against a 4-man front. Kincaid throws, floats a pass out here.
Good pass.
That's a nice throw, and that's going to be a first down. That was Callaway on the reception. A little out route. Joe, perfectly thrown football.
Not sure if you draw it up that way, as we still didn't get the edge blocked on this side this time. The impressive thing was as Kincaid stared him down, took one right in the chops and delivered that football.
And the other thing, too, Tommy, he was on the right side, a right hash mark, throwing all the way to the left sideline.
Kincaid again with a quick pass to Key Crowell. Key shakes a man and then steps out of bounds after a good gain on first down.
Got a flag on the play, though.
Had a center downfield a little far. We'll see if that's the call.
Holding Lebanon. It'll be determined on the yardage here on how they mark it. So where the line of scrimmage is. Line of scrimmage was the 45. pass was complete, but there was holding on the play. That will negate the play. That will negate the play. It'll be all penalty yards. Ten-yard holding call against Lebanon. That'll back it up to the 35-yard line. First down and 20. Kincaid on 1st and 20 with 6:10 to go in the third. Lebanon leading 28-13. Sean Heath hits it up off left guard, will fight and spin.
He's only going to get a couple. He was hit by a couple of guys. They're kind of selling out, crowding up to the line of scrimmage.
Gain of 2 to the 47. Second down and 18. Chuck Gentry signals the plays from the sideline. Dustin Brady signals formations. Flip reverse comes to Callaway on the near side. Callaway breaks the line of scrimmage, and he will run it out to around the 46. The ball popped out, and recovering that football for Warren County was Creed Adams. Line. Joe, you had a better angle on it than we did. Was it a
pressed and then the forearm followed and kind of slapped down on the ball as Callaway was trying to split defenders, and just a good play by Warren County, but we've got to have a little more ball security on our account.
Creed Adams from Warren County with the recovery, and so the Pioneers are in business. 1st and 10 at their own 47. Truax off the left guard. He will be turned around. He got some momentum, but Lebanon pushed him east and west.
It's Juwan Stafford.
Stafford's the one who blocked that punt last week. Lebanon trying to keep fresh bodies in that defensive line. Maxwell in at nose. Greer at defensive tackle, along with Stafford. Second down and 7 at the 50. Play fake. Here comes the pressure. He wants to throw. And once again, Swallows, the backup quarterback, just airing it out.
Yeah, he's not shy of slinging it.
Well, it was almost, I got to get rid of this thing.
Yeah.
Down and 7, ball squarely at the 50, 4:30 to go in the third. First region game of the year. Next week, Lebanon travels to Cookeville to take on the Cavaliers. One receiver left, and a wingback sets up on the right. Play fake, swap.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Yeah.
If you take the play,
it'll be fourth and 6 or 7.
There's your buddy, Eric Montgomery, has sent you a message, Bob. Tell Bob I'm listening to y'all and I'm going to do a little chicken picking. Eric Montgomery, one of the greats, play baseball and football here at Lebanon.
He was class of 80.
Class of 80. Warren County will be in to punt it. Duggan takes the snap. Punt is away. Nice kick. He crushed that one.
Oh, and it's going to die.
It has kicked backwards, and Warren County will down it at the Lebanon 4-yard line. Duggan really smoked that one. That punt goes for 47 yards, 46, 47 yards. And Lebanon will take over. And, of course, the spot line.
I believe so. Tommy, you talked about Eric Montgomery a while ago. What could smash a bait thinking about doing a little chicken picking?
Well, and if he started singing, there was nobody there who could tell him to stop singing.
You're exactly right. You didn't want to.
Out beyond the 15-yard line. That'll be a Wilson Bank and Trust first.
17-yard line.
From the 5 to the 17. Slot left. Kincaid checking with his lineman. Now they will shift the tight end and the blocking back to the left. Lebanon overset left. High snap. Here comes Heath on a sweep left. Heath will pass.
Security, very important. Maybe it's not so humid as when we started the game. It's kind of the cool night air is starting to take.
Heath's numbers are skewed because he actually recovered one of those high snaps in the first quarter that lost him 12 yards. So he would really have almost 80 yards right now.
Stop the Blue Devils.
Right, go, go.
They get 2nd and 12. 13, rather. 2:24 left to go here in the third period, and Lebanon leading 28-13 over Warren County.
9:49 left in the fourth. Gordonsville leads Trousdale County 14-0. Two backs in the backfield with Heath. Galloping for a first down out to the 44-yard line. We had two backs in the backfield. Sean Heath on the right of Kincaid, Crowell on the left, and just give it to him.
He's going to keep going.
13 yards on that carry. Tailback safety. That will be yet another Wilson Bank and Trust first down. They've got Lebanon for a hold.
Yeah, you see a good play like that, and then you see Laundry laying on the rug.
Sean Heath, through the years, has earned something special.
And you know, it's not a flash in the pan type.
Football up when he runs.
Does.
They're going to move it back to the 36. Ball at the 36-yard line. Two backs in the backfield, and Lebanon will take as Heath and Crowell has lined up in the backfield with Kincaid. 1:16 to go in the third. 28-13 is the score. Lebanon leads Warren County at Tribble Field, Watkins Stadium. We'll take a 30-second break, and we will be right back.
Glanders of Witt's Barbecue and the Journey Church for. Also, Lebanon's volleyball team picked up a couple of wins earlier this week, downing Wilson Central 3-0 Tuesday and Watertown 3-0 on Monday. The Lady Devils will be back in action Tuesday at Laverne.
Wilson Central leads Laverne 2013 with 7:30 left in the football game. Two backs in the backfield with Kincaid. Play fake. Kincaid wants to throw. He throws one deep and overthrew the intended receiver, Binion. Had Binion lined up wide left, and he ran a post. They got one-on-one coverage. That one goes incomplete.
That one's incomplete, but he's been pretty successful throwing the football tonight, hadn't he, Donald?
Yeah, he was 4 for 4 in the second half right there. But, yeah, actually he is now 10 of 12.
10 of 12. How many yards?
Let me see. He had in the first half.
We'll get it. We'll come back and get it.
Motion by Crowell in the backfield. Play fake. Hand it to Heath. Heath will fight his way across the 45-yard line, nearly to midfield. They're going to say he's down at the 46. So from the 37 to the 46, he gained 9 on that play. That'll bring up a third down. And about 7 to go for the first. 40 seconds to go in the third period. Lebanon leads Warren County 28-13.
Big McCormick, the defensive lineman for Warren County, comes off the field. He's a big old boy.
Stacked two receivers left. Empty backfield for Kincaid. Throw the quick bullet screen to Callaway, and it goes off his fingers. Incomplete.
Callaway sitting at 193 yards right now.
Kincaid.
Kincaid.
193 yards on foot. That's pretty good. I knew he had to be hovering around that 200 mark.
Nixon will come in to punt it on a 4th down and 7. Line of scrimmage will be the 47-yard line. His second punt of the game. First one went 35 yards. He punted that one out of his own end zone. Rose will snap it. Snap perfect. Rugby-style kick is away, and he has thumped it. Fielding that thing on a fair catch.
It'll be all the way at the 10-yard line.
Joe, Nixon has been a very pleasant surprise for this football team.
And, I guess if there's a word fresh, he was beat up a lot of last year as he kind of split time with Redmond and kicking extra points, but kind of was hurt toward the last of the year with that knee thing, and Jimenez kicked for us quite a bit. So his leg has gotten considerably stronger than I saw it at any point in time last year, and he has been a big asset to us so far. 43
yards on that punt. Warren County takes over at their own, they're calling it the 11-yard line. I think it's closer to the 10. Swallows wants to throw. Incomplete. Just a little out route, just a 2.5-yard route that goes incomplete. Intended receiver was Adrian Harris. 11 seconds to go in the third quarter. Lebanon leads 28-13.
Coming off the field is Bueller.
Maxwell in at nose. They go with the little quick guy. Swallows will have Truex to his left. Rolls right, looks to throw. Throws a pass that is tipped and then caught. That is a catch tipped by Harrison, Austin Harrison with the tip. Bob, I didn't get to see who made the catch.
Was it number 3?
I think.
Joe, did you say?
We'll figure that out and take a break. 28-13 is your score after 3. Lebanon very nearly coming up with a big play there. 28-13, Lebanon leads Warren County. We'll take a 60-second break, and we will be right back.
Supporter of Blue Devil Athletics. Tommy, Austin Harrison has come in and gave us some quality minutes here at the corner spot. He's just a sophomore, and he can really help us in this secondary.
Swallows, rolls left, squares his shoulders, cuts loose, throws it for Latina. That is incomplete, and there is Austin Harrison.
Step for step.
Step for step, right on his hip. Kind of give him Harrison.
Person that has been fighting the good fight for a long time, and that is Wayne years and came when he shouldn't. But tonight, I hope he is listening, and buddy, we love you. Blue Devil for life.
Number 89, Wayne Rollins, pass out in the flat. That is incomplete. Little flare route intended for the halfback, Adrian Harris. Swallows incomplete. That'll bring up a third down and long. 3rd and 10. $11:48 to go in the football game. Two receivers left. Swallows is the quarterback. He rolls to the right. Binkard! Weston Binkard with the interception of the Swallows aerial. And Lebanon in great shape at the 25-yard line. Nice little return for Weston Binkard.
Look at, he's got the chain on. On the sideline, they draped the chain over him. I love it.
Lebanon will put it in play. 1st and 10 in the middle of the field, and they are in the Zaxby's red zone. Kincaid, high snap. Sean Heath gets it, cuts back against the grain. Sean is into the secondary, and he's down at about the 9-yard line.
Get him at the 9-yard line. Knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
1st and 10, Lebanon. 1st and goal. That's a Wilson Bank and Trust 1st down. Sean Heath again off the right side. One stutter step, and then he goes straight ahead to the 2-yard line. Gain of 7, Sean Heath.
And Tommy, that offensive line really getting a good push up front. Now we got a flag. I don't know what this is about.
They're pushing and shoving, but that's all it was. And, I mean, it wasn't a warning. It wasn't anything. Gardner trying to pick up the flag and step on it so they don't see it maybe. But I don't know who this is going to go against as they were shoving each other. But that's just something you stick your hands in there and send them back to their huddles. I thought a little quick there.
3rd.
Warren County. Offset. No harm, no foul. Offsetting penalties, play stands, that's it.
You've officiated, and I'm not barking at the officials, but you've talked before about preventative officiating. Say something before you throw the flag on that.
Yeah.
Tell them to calm down.
Yeah, calm down, guys. Look, it's just like, hey, 13, you're out here wide out. You're leaning over the line every time. You need to back out or I'm going to throw the flag on you. And they'll stop.
And this game hadn't been like that so far to warrant that, It hadn't been hot-headed.
Tight slot on the right. Tight end, and the wing will shift to the right. Lebanon is overset right. Sean Heath tries it on the weak side, and Warren County was laying for him. He's going to lose yardage on that play.
Nobody blocked the back side. Had everybody piled up on the right side for the power play going in, and he couldn't get to the point of attack because nobody took care of the backside.
Loss will be back to the
7.
To the 7. That's on the 5.
Yeah, they're going to leave it on the 5.
Yeah. Loss of 3 to the 5. 3rd and goal from the 5. Kincaid will set a tight end and a wing on the right. Hodge, the blocking back. Bootleg pass thrown complete. That's Hodge. Touchdown, Big Blue. Andrew Hodge. They filtered him out of the backfield on the bootleg, and a 5-yard touchdown pass from Kincaid to Andrew Hodge. That's a Tim Leaper Roofing touchdown, Big Blue. Well executed play.
Yes, it was.
Joe, you've got the call.
New kicker. I don't believe there's anything wrong with Nixon. I think they're just getting Jimenez a little bit of a shot here. Juan Jimenez on with a kick. Miller with a hold. And just like last year, Jimenez puts it through. 9:51 to go in this contest. It's your Blue Devils 35. The Pioneers 13. We got more football after this 30-second timeout.
Lebanon corrects the scoreboard again. Kincaid to Hodge, 5-yard TD pass. Juan Jimenez with the PAT. That's a 5-play, 25-yard drive. Lebanon High School 35, Warren County 13.
That was set up by the Binkard interception and return. Nixon will kick it off. High kick. It will settle at the 11. Return man gets his way for Warren County was Braden McKinley.
And Tommy on the tackle.
Keith has carried the ball 16 times for 91 yards. Kincaid.
91 for Sean.
Warren County will send 3 receivers to the right. Wants to throw the little quick screen. That is caught. And he will go out of bounds.
There we had 4 or 5 around the football. Just a scrum.
At the receiver, and I think if he'd been able to get in front of left and right, double slot, left and right. Swallows wants to throw. Airs one out and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Jesse Dodson. Because you're on top 35-13, you don't have to 10-yard line from the 34 to the 49.
That was pretty impressive on Swallows that time getting rid of the football because he had somebody staring down his throat and he got hit just as soon as he let it go.
Ball's at the 49. 1st and 10, Warren County, 8:23 and the clock runs. Lebanon on top, 35-13. Slot left, slot right. Swallows in the gun. Retreats, throws, puts it up for grab, and a nice little return.
Yeah, it does. And I think I'm just looking right here, and going in here at running back right now is Jaden McGowan. McGowan in there along with Drew Hodge.
McGowan at the tailback. 8 minutes to go in the game.
Delay a game.
5-yard penalty, Lebanon.
Shop Springs Creamery, located at 2816 Sparta Pike, is the official provider.
Easy for you to say.
Official. It's the official provider of chocolate milk, local dairy for 5 generations.
Play fake. Now they're going to hand it to the tailback, McGowan. He got a dose right there.
Yeah, he's going to
check it in for Lebanon will be Christian Warren.
Lots of new faces. Also Eli Schrock. Waylon Kennedy. 2 receivers out here.
Tailback, left side, hits it up in there hard. McGowan will get it across the 40.
Good positive run that time.
I like this, though, Bob, getting some of the young.
Take advantage of it.
Anthony Castillo goes in as a receiver. Split receiver to the near side, Waylon Kennedy. Get rid of it, Hoss. He's going to run it and go out of bounds.
Going to bring up 4th down, and in will come Cameron Nixon.
Punt team comes on. Snapping it will be Ethan Roos. Pronounced Rose. Line of scrimmage is the 44-yard line. Snap is there. Rugby-style punt is away by Nixon. Fair catch asked for and made at the 19-yard line. Diving catch on the fair catch by Gage Harris. And that punt will go 37 yards on that punt.
Didn't our fans have to pay for parking when they went last year? Yeah.
Ball's going to be at the 19-yard line. Swallows the quarterback. Hands it off. Snow him under. On that carry, Rob Lido lose back to the 17, loss of 2. For the Pioneers was lined up in the slot. That was Patterson.
You know, and sophomore, like on that pass right there, just put a little more air under it, and he's got his receiver can run underneath that.
Duggan will punt it. Line of scrimmage is the 17. Lebanon will have 2 men deep, Mariah, and it will go over the head of Nizick, and it will roll dead at the 37-yard line.
37.
So from the Lebanon will take over. 4:39 left in this football game.
It's a 50-yard punt, isn't it? Yeah,
46 yards on that punt by Duggan. .439 to go in the game. Lebanon on top. Split receiver will go wide left, and there is a tight slot on the right side. To the running back coming on the near side. Nice little move, and running that football for Lebanon. Battled injury his entire career here at Lebanon, and Steverson ran it off the right side for a nice gain. They will call that about a gain of 9 yards.
Was a nice run. Made a good little move once he hit the corner, cut it upfield.
Ashton has anchored the 4x100 relay for Lebanon. Ashton runs left, tries to outrun and can't outrun the corner who came up and set that corner well. That was Knight, a junior defensive back for Warren County. Some point you got to put your foot in the ground and turn it north and south. Ball's going to be at the 46-yard line. Lebanon at their own 46, 3rd and short. Kincaid hands the football off, and that will be a Wilson Bank and Trust first down. Running that football was C.J. Woodson, a junior. He transferred in here from Laverne late in fall camp, and he picks up that Blue Devil first down. Out of the game comes Kincaid. Kaysen Kincaid will go to the sideline. For Lebanon will be Austin Harrison. Harrison will have Woodson. I don't know that anybody blocked. Caleb.
We still had some guys looking around when the ball was snapped, I think.
Ball's at the 50, so they're going to say he gained about a half a yard. .215 to go in the game. Woodson off the right side, just runs the power play off the right side, and that will be, let's see where they spot it. They're going to say he's short of the first down. C.J. Woodson on the carry. Split receiver goes Owen. Sophomore quarterback in Harrison. McGowan, the tailback. McGowan hit, struggles, can't get to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up a 4th down. Bob, what have you seen positively from Lebanon based on what you saw last week?
Well, we showed up and played better ball, altogether, but I think we've stayed focused from beginning to end. Last week I felt like had a lull in the first half where we just didn't play ball.
Wilson Bank and Trust, first down for Lebanon. That's Jaden.
Really, really good run right there by McGowan. He had to hesitate just a second to let someone blow by and then headed upfield. Found a good crease, pick up that first down.
Jace Gardner out at right tackle. In at right tackle, Rondarius Bender, a sophomore. He's a big kid. Wing set right. Harrison will take a knee. Do it. 20 seconds left on the clock. Region with a 35-13 victory over Warren County at Tribble Field, Watkins Stadium. The teams will be shaking hands at the middle of the field. We will take a 2-minute commercial break. 2 minutes. You're listening to Blue Devil.